There is a strange feeling many of us know now. You open your phone to relax for a minute. You scroll. You laugh at something small. Then you see something heavy. A war. A scandal. A friend arguing with a stranger. Someone being mocked. Someone being praised. And before you even notice, your body changes. Your shoulders lift. Your breath gets tight. Your mind starts preparing a response, even if you do not type anything. It is like walking into a room where people are already shouting, and you have to decide in seconds if you are joining the shouting, watching the shouting, or leaving the room. That is the hook. Social media does not feel like a simple tool anymore. It feels like weather. You step into it and it changes you. And the question is not only should I post. The deeper question is what is this place doing to my idea of community and my idea of politics? The context is that we have been told for years that the internet is where people gather. That it is a public square. That it is where movements are born. That it is where lonely people find each other. And some of that is true. You can meet people there. You can learn things there. You can raise money quickly. You can find a group that speaks your language when your real life feels silent. But the problem begins when we treat this place like it is the same as a community center, a neighborhood meeting, a volunteer group, or even a real friendship. It looks similar from far away because everyone is together in one feed. But being together in a feed is not the same as being together in a room. Insight 1 is the surface idea. Social media is very good at contact. It is not good at care. It can connect you to thousands of people. It cannot easily hold you when you are scared. It can show you 10,000 opinions. It cannot easily help you make one shared plan with your neighbors. It can make you feel seen for a moment. Then it can make you feel watched. And this is why a lot of people feel tired after scrolling even when nothing terrible happened to them directly. The tool is built for quick signals, quick reactions, quick proof that you exist. A like. A share. A quote post. And because it is quick, it feels like it should be powerful. It feels like doing something. You post. You react. You add a strong sentence. And the sentence travels. But travel is not the same as change. This is where curiosity should rise. If it feels like action, why does it so often lead to no real result, only more noise and more anger? Insight 2 is the hidden assumption. We assume that if many people see the same thing at the same time, we are a collective. We assume that being in the same stream equals being in the same group. But that is an illusion. A collective is not just shared attention. A collective is shared responsibility. A collective has memory. A collective has roles. Someone calls the meeting. Someone takes notes. Someone checks on the person who did not show up. Someone brings water. Someone follows up next week. On social media, attention is the main currency, and attention is unstable. It jumps. It leaves. It collapses. So the hidden assumption becomes dangerous. We start acting like the crowd is our community. But the crowd can turn in a second. And even when the crowd agrees with you, the agreement can be thin. It can be more like a wave than a bond. This is why people can feel both powerful and lonely online at the same time. You can get 10,000 likes and still feel like nobody knows you. You can get praised and still feel unsafe. Because the crowd is not a friend. The crowd is not a team. The crowd is a mood. Now we reach Insight 3, the structural pattern. The design shapes behavior. Not because people are bad, but because the system rewards certain moves. It rewards speed. It rewards sharpness. It rewards confidence. It rewards simple stories with heroes and villains. It rewards the sentence that lands like a punch. And what does it punish? It punishes hesitation. It punishes slow thinking. It punishes saying I do not know yet. It punishes the quiet work that cannot be shown as a screenshot. If you want to build a ramp at a local library for wheelchair access, that is meetings, budgets, permits, and patience. That does not trend. If you want to change how a school handles bullying, that is listening, training, and follow-up. That does not go viral. But if you want to shame a stranger for a messy sentence, that can be done instantly. And the platform can reward you instantly. So over time, a structural pattern forms. More people learn to perform certainty instead of practicing responsibility. More people learn to speak like judges instead of neighbors. More people learn to join a storm instead of building a shelter. This is not only about harassment. It is also about the way debate becomes entertainment. You can talk about big moral issues while doing nothing that changes the conditions around those issues. And the most painful part is that it can still feel meaningful in the moment. Because your emotions are real. Your anger is real. Your fear is real. Your desire to protect people is real. The platform can take these real feelings and route them into actions that produce heat but not light. Now the reframing. Instead of asking is social media good or bad, ask what job are you hiring it to do. Think of it like a toolbox. A hammer is great for a nail. A hammer is terrible for a glass cup. Social media can be good for finding people, sharing links, raising money fast, and signaling where you stand. But it is a weak tool for building trust, making plans, and repairing conflict. It is also a dangerous tool for vulnerability. In real life, vulnerability is often how intimacy begins. You admit you are tired. You admit you are confused. You admit you made a mistake. And then someone steps closer. Online, vulnerability can become a target. Not always. But often enough that people learn to armor up. And when everyone wears armor, even kindness can look suspicious. Even simple neighbor behavior can become a debate about identity and power and purity. That debate might have real ideas inside it. But the platform turns the debate into a spectacle, and the spectacle can crush the person at the center. So the reframing is this. Social media is not a town. It is a highway. It can move things quickly. It can also cause pileups quickly. If you build your life on a highway, you will not sleep well. The application to daily life is very practical. Use social media as a doorway, not as a home. Let it help you locate your people, then move the relationship to a smaller and calmer space. A group chat. A private server. A monthly call. A meetup. Even one friend who you can message directly when your brain feels cooked. Treat this like nutrition. A snack is fine. A snack cannot be your whole diet. And if you want to use social media for politics, make the goal small and clear. Not I will raise awareness. Instead, ask what changes after this post. Do I want people to donate to one specific fund? Do I want them to call one office? Do I want them to show up at one meeting? Do I want them to join one group that already exists? If you cannot answer, pause. Not because you are lazy, but because your time is limited and your nervous system is limited. And when you do post, consider using friction on purpose. Read the full article before sharing. Wait 10 minutes before replying. Write a draft and do not send it. Ask yourself if you would say it the same way to a person sitting across from you. This is not about being polite for its own sake. It is about refusing to let the structure train you into a worse version of yourself. Now the optional deepening without new topics. There is a quiet grief inside all of this. Many people lean on social media because they have lost other spaces. They do not have a strong local community. They do not have safe places to gather. They are tired. They are isolated. So the platform becomes a substitute. And then the substitute starts demanding more. More attention. More identity performance. More outrage. More staying online to keep up. And this is the trap. You go there to feel less alone. You stay long enough to feel even more alone. The way out is not purity. The way out is rebuilding small, real ties. One conversation that does not have an audience. One group that has norms. One project that takes time. And it is okay if it feels boring at first. Boring is often the feeling of stability returning. Real politics is not only the big moment. It is the slow work after the big moment. Real community is not only the shared post. It is the shared effort when nobody is watching. So the final question is simple and hard. If you used social media only as a bridge to real relationships and real action, what would you build on the other side?